more follow-up. I'm just doing my Vacs. Okay, so we've got Miriam Adib. She's come into hospital post-trauma from MVA. Alright, no worries. Okay. G'day Miriam.
Hi, how you going?
Good, thank you. How are you, besides the ribs?
Oh yeah, a bit sore.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, no worries. My name's Lachlan. I'm the student nurse here at Campbelltown CPU Hospital. I'm just going to be helping you out today. Because of your pain, I was going to give you some morphine. But before I get that, may I just check your patient details? Yep, so let's pop around the outside of the bed. Okay, may you please say your name for me?
Miriam Adib.
Yeah, Miriam Adib, that's right. And your date of birth, Miriam?
7169.
7169, yep, and your MRN here is 174963, 174963. Do you have any allergies?
No, I don't.
Alright, no worries. Okay, so we're just going to give you some morphine, as I said before. But just before I do that, I just want to ask how much pain you're... 0 being no pain and 10 being the worst pain imaginable, where would you rate your pain at the moment?
I'd say about an 8 out of 10.
Pretty serious. And in what region is the pain?
Upper, middle and lower. Mainly just my whole chest area.
Yep, so just around the rib cage here?
Yeah.
Okay, and is it localised just to that?
Yeah, that's the only pain I have.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, well, better, yeah. And when did this pain come on?
About a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, was that when you had your accident?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. Well, because of the pain, the doctor has charted some analgesics for you, so we're going to get that sorted in about 15 minutes. But before I do that, I'm also going to check your cannula site. So I can't see any redness or swelling. There's no heat coming from it. Is it painful to touch?
No.
Yeah, and when was this put in?
Today.
Okay, no worries. So they'll deem this patent. All right, no worries. Okay, so I'll be back in just a second. I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just be back in a second, and I'll be back.
We have to?
Yep. Okay, sorry. So this is where I would do my vital signs on my patient, and I'd record it in the SAGO, but we won't be doing that today. Okay. I'm just going to wash my hands. Sister, do you mind if you just come here and we're going to validate the medication order together?
Yep.
Okay, so here we've got the medication. So here we've got Miriam Adib. I've checked her out. All the details are correct. Her MRN's correct. Her date of birth. She doesn't have any allergies. The doctor's charted here morphine 50 milligrams in 50 mils. Signed and printed his name. The date is the 18th of the 3rd, 2017, which is correct. So here's the actual prescription. So concentration 1 milligram per mil. The dosage is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. Basal infusion we're not doing. Hourly dosage limit is 12 milligrams. And the doctor has his initials, and we're given this via the IV route. So the doctor's also charted an antiemetic, which is metoclopramide, 10 milligrams IV, into a TDS. He's signed and printed his name. That's dated as well, and naloxone in case of respiratory depression. Naloxone, going to give that every 2-3 minutes, 0.2 milligrams IV. Doctor's also signed and printed his name, and it has not been given yet. Do you agree with this medication order? Alright, thanks for that. Okay. So I'm just going to do this. I'm also just going to check up in NIMS about the medication. Look, I've already checked it up in MIMS, but so the possible adverse reactions to this drug is hypersensitivity, GI upset, respiratory depression, and dizziness. Contraindications if someone has some form of respiratory, also obviously, what do you call it, nausea for being sick would be another symptom of the drug. Anyway, as I was saying, contraindications if someone has respiratory problem, like I said, just COPD or asthma. So the medication dosage is varied, but today we are giving, the average dosage is varied, but today we are giving 12 milligrams per hour. Yeah, and that's it. I'm just going to go grab my equipment and I'll be back. Okay. Okay, just wash my hands. I've gathered my equipment. I'm just going to go over to the med cupboard and do my calculation and get the drugs. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we've got the patient here. We're just going to work out her drugs now. Okay, so here we've got we need 50 milligrams of morphine. So that's the strength required. The stopping strength is 10 and 2. We'll double check that though. is 10 in 2. Okay, so the stocking strength is 10 and stock strength requires that. The volume is 2 mil. So we're going to do 50 divided by 10 times 2 equals, we require 10 mil of the drug, and that comes in 2, so we're going to divide that by 2. So divide by 2 equals 5, which equals, we need the 5 vials. Close enough. Okay, 5 vials, okay, which equals 10 mils, and the doctor wants a total of 50 mils. So 50 mils, so 50 take away 10 equals 40. So we're going to need 40 diluted. Okay, so now I'm going to do my actual drug check with the in the cupboard. Yep, okay, so there should be 39 of the medication. So 8, 3, 17. The time now, it's coming up on it's 11:40. We've got Miriam Adib, and it should be, so we're giving 50 milligrams, it should be 39. Okay. So here we've got morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams in 2, expiry 10:20. Morphine sulfate, 10 in 2, expiry 10:20. Morphine sulfate, 10 in 2, expiry 10:20. Morphine sulfate, 10 in 2, expiry 10:20. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39. Yep. Okay, and we're going to be taking 5. Yep. So we're taking 5. So we'll just double check. So what we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So 34. That's right. Oops. I just locked the cupboard. 34. The prescriber here is L Hunt, and that's my name. And can you please sign there for me, sister? Okay, no worries. Well, I got you here. Do you mind if we just do our first drug check?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to do my first drug check now. Okay, so here we've got Miriam Adib. I've checked out her details. She is who she says she is. Yeah, and she's got it for her broken ribs. So the doctor's prescribed 50 milligrams of morphine in 50 mils. Here's the actual prescription. So it's 1 milligram per mil. The PCA dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval 5 minutes. Hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams. Doctor signed his name there. Here's an added on. We've got metoclopramide for nausea, TDS, 10 milligrams IV. We're also giving the medication via the IV route for the morphine. 10 milligrams IV. This is the antiemetic and doctor signed for anything. We've also got an naloxone for respiratory depression. Interval 2 to 3 minutes. Going to give this via IV as well, 0.2 milligrams. Doctor's sign and print his name. Here we have the actual medication itself. This is the 10 mils of morphine. We've got morphine sulfate 10 in 2, 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 morphine sulfate 10 in 2. Expires 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. So they're all within date. Here we've got the diluent, which is the sodium chloride. 0.9 sodium chloride. Expires September 18. Sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride. September 18, September 18, September 18, September 18. And it has not been given yet. Do you agree with this order?
Yes.
Sorry, my first drug check, sorry?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, thank you for that. I'm just going to go back to my patient now. So now I'm just going to draw up the medication with my nurse here. So let's go. So here I've got 10 milligrams, 10 milliliters of the morphine. And do you agree with that, nurse?
Yeah.
10 milliliters of morphine. Alright, so just going to get rid of that. Just going to put a new one on so it stays sterile. Okay, so now I'm going to do my second drug check while you're here, nurse. These out. Okay, so here we have Miriam Adib. I've checked the details out and they're all correct. She's come in with post-fractured ribs. She's not allergic to anything that she knows of. So here we've got the drug order. Morphine, we're giving her morphine sulfate 50 milligrams in 50 ml. Dr. signed and printed his name. It's within date. So here's the prescription. We've got PCA morphine. We're going to give via the IVI route through the PCA. So we've got concentration of 1 milligram per ml. Maximum syringes is 3. PCA dose of 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. And the hourly dosage limit of 12 milligrams. Doctor signed his name there. We've also got an anti-emetic charter, metoclopramide, TDS, via the IV route. 10 milligrams via the IV route. Doctor signed and printed his name. We've also got naloxone in case of respiratory depression. 0.2 milligrams IV every 2 to 3 minutes, and doctor signed and printed his name there. And it has not been given yet. Here I've got the actual drug. So I've got morphine sulfate 10 milligram in 2 ml, expires 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram in 2 ml, expires 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram in 2 ml, expires 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram in 2 ml, expires 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 ml expires 10/20. And I've drawn it up to 10 mils. Now our dilutant, which is 40 milliliters, which is what we're going to be putting in. So we've got sodium chloride 0.9%, expires September 18. Sodium chloride 0.9% September 18, sodium chloride 0.9% September 18, and sodium chloride 0.9% expires September 18. Do you agree with this medication order?
Yeah.
Right, excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the fluid additive label. Okay, so we've got our patient here, which is Miriam Adib. Her patient ID is 174963. Her date of birth is the 7th of the 1st, 1969. Medication is morphine. And we're giving 50 milligrams in 50 mils, which equals 1 milligram per 1 mil. The dilutant is 0.9% normal saline, and the date today is the 8th of the 5th, 2017. The time here is just coming up on 10:15, so it's 10:15. It's been prepared by me, Elle Morthorpe. Okay, and if you agree with that, may you please sign your name, nurse?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So I'm just going to give my hands a good wash now. And now that I've done that, I'm going to add my dilutant. Okay, so just get these ready. So we need 50 mils in total, so we need about 40 mils of this dilutant. That's one. Two. Yep, okay, so now here we have the medication which is sitting on 50 ml. So that's with the dilutant and the normal saline. Do you agree with this, nurse?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So I'm just going to take this off and now I'm just going to open my bag. This is within date. Attach this to this and clamp off. Okay, this clamp doesn't work because this is a uni line. Okay, so now I've clamped off, clamp up. I'm just going to clamp this off. Yep, and I'm just going to add my sticker to my syringe. Okay, so put that back in the packet where it's sterile. Okay, so that's on the sticker now, and you can still see the numbers. Okay, so now I'm just going to unclamp and I'm going to prime my line. Yep. So now I'm just going to prime my line. Might help if I unclamp it. Now I'm going to prime my line. Yep, no worries. Okay, so that's now primed. I'm just going to put it in the machine. Okay. Oops. Okay, now I'm just going to go through my second patient check. Alright, Miriam, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're nearly ready for your morphine now. So I'm just going to double check you're still who you say you are. Can I please grab your name?
Miriam Adib,
Yep, your date of birth, Miriam?
7169.
Yep, Miriam Adib, 7169, and your MRN is 174963. No worries, and you still are not allergic to anything?
No.
No worries, that's great. Alright, just 5 seconds. I'm just going to go chat with my nurse and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Alright, thanks. Okay, so I'm just going to get ready for my third drug check now. Okay, so we have patient Miriam Adib. I just checked the details are all correct for date of birth and MRN. Yep, and we're just going to do a drug check now. So we've got here, she's been charted for morphine sulfate, 50 milligrams in 50 mils. Doctor signed and printed his name. The date is the 18th of the 3rd, 17th, so still with your name. He's got his page number there. Here's the actual prescription. The concentration is 1 milligram per mil. The dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. The basal infusion is 0, and the hourly dosage limit is 12 milligrams. Doctor signed his name. He's also charted anti-medicated nausea, metoclopramide. The dose and route is 10 milligrams via IV TDS. Sorry, we're also giving the morphine via the IV route. Dr. Signed printed his name, that's within date. He's also got naloxone in case of respiratory depression, which is going to be given via the IV route, 0.2 milligrams every 2 to 3 minutes. Dr. Signed printed his name there. Has not been given yet. Here we've got the actual medications. We've got morphine sulfate, morphine sulfate, morphine sulfate, morphine sulfate, morphine sulfate. 10 in 2, 10 in 2, 10 in 2, 10 in 2, 10 in 2. Expires 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. So we've got 5 of them. And sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride. Expires September 18th, September 18th, September 18th, September 18th. These are diluted. Do you agree with this medication
Yes,
order?
I do.
Alright, and nurse, just to clarify that the medication order we just checked is in this syringe.
Okay, and adding the label. Yep, perfect.
Yep,
No
no
worries.
worries. Okay. I'm just going to clean my hands now. And I'm going to put in some gloves. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm back, Miriam. I'm just going to be getting ready to put this into you. Alright, before I do that, I'm just going to wipe it. Okay, so in a hospital setting, I'll do this for 15 to 30 seconds, but I'll just do it for 10 just for now. So, scrub the hub. And now just going to put that in like so. Yep. And I would also tie this off to here. Okay, so now I'm going to go and do the machine. Okay, so I'll grab my chart. Okay, so this is a new patient, so we'll clear that. Okay, so let's just check if this is right. So we've got morphine concentration 1 milligram, that's correct. We've got lockout interval of 5 minutes, that's correct. No loading dose. Maximum dose says 16 milligrams here in 1 hour, but we actually want 12. So we're going to modify the protocol. These are all correct. So we're going to go down to here, we're going to alter this, take it to, oops, I'm going the wrong way, take it to 12 milligrams. Okay, so now the new max limit is 12 milligrams in 1 hour, so we'll confirm that. Okay, so we'll just double check it. And you're with me, nurse,
Yep,
so just want to double check with you if you don't mind. So we've got
Yep.
1 milligram, lockout interval of 5 minutes,
Yep.
no loading or continuous, and 12 milligrams is max in 1 hour.
Yep, I agree.
No worries. So we're just going to flip it over this way.
Mhm.
I'm going to go okay.
Yep.
Yep, and we're just going to check this is the right syringe. So here we've got a Terumo syringe, and we're just going to change that. So now it's a Terumo syringe.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. All right, so I'm just going to take the keys out for the moment so no one can touch it. Okay, while I explain to the patient how to do it. All right, Miriam, that medication is just about ready to be administered to you. Have you used a PCA before?
No, I haven't.
All right, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on it. So this is your PCA button. So when it's green, it means that you can deliver yourself the medication. And then it'll flash when it's actually delivering it to you. And then once it's finished, it'll go black. Then it'll be black for 5 minutes. And then once it's green again, you can give the medication. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
No worries, I'm glad. Would you like me to do the first dose for you?
Yes, please.
All right. So we're getting ready to that. We're going to start the PCA. All right, so see it's green now. We're going to push the button. And now it's flashing, which means that it is giving you the medication. Okay, I'll take these keys. All right, I'm just going to leave this in your hand. Do you have any questions at all?
No, I don't.
No worries. I'm going to come back in about 15 minutes to check up on you. If anything feels out of ordinary for you or anything, just don't hesitate to give me a buzz. The buzzer is also located next to your hand.
No worries. Thank you.
Thanks for that. Okay, all right. So I've just finished up with the patient. I'm just going to finish my paperwork here. So we've done the medication, that's all good. So the date today is the 18th of the 3rd, 17. The time we gave it, so we just gave it just then, so it's on exactly midday, which is good. And I'm just going to sign my name. Will you sign there with me, nurse? Yep, no worries. Okay, excellent. Thanks for that. I'm just going to dispose of my equipment. In a hospital, these would be sharp, but they're just plastic, so we're just going to chuck them in the bin. But we would normally chuck them in the yellow bin. Okay? Alright, so now I'm just going to do my hand wash. And I'm going to go speak to my patient for a second. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Ends everything now. I'm just going to go and do other things. If you need me, just buzz me, no problems. But do you have any final questions?
No, I don't.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
I'm going to come in 15 minutes and check up on you anyway.
Thank
Right,
you.
thanks for that. Done.